Hey, what's up guys? This is Cole with CJC Off-Road, and today we're here to talk caster on the front of these solid axle Ram and Ford HD trucks. We've seen a lot of misinformation on the internet lately, so we wanted to go ahead and clarify and basically show you guys what caster is on these trucks, how we address it here, and basically what you're shooting for in terms of caster specs. So from the very beginning, caster is not the same thing as camber. So camber is if your front wheels are canted inward or outward at the top. That is not something that's adjustable on these solid axle trucks. Camber is going to be irrelevant for the sake of this video. What we're here to talk about is caster. Caster is the rotation of your truck's front axle either away from you at the top or back towards you. And caster is very important on these trucks because it really affects the overall steering wheel feel in terms of how these trucks drive. Now, completely stock, these manufacturers of these newer trucks have everything kind of dialed in as it should be. But most of these trucks, and especially if you're watching these videos, aren't stock, right? So once you bring the front end of the truck up over the stock ride height, caster can get a little wonky on these trucks. Keep in mind with the higher end quality suspension components we offer here at CJC Off-Road, caster's already all pre-figured out. So if you're looking at higher end components, Carly, things like that, caster's already accounted for, and that should really not be much of a concern if everything's installed correctly on your truck. But most aftermarket leveling kits and things like that have no consideration when it comes to caster of any kind. And that's why we're here talking about it here in this video, because there are a lot of trucks running around out there without the proper caster specs, and trucks are out there driving really not as they should because they're not running the proper caster specs. To properly describe this to you guys, let's go ahead and jump behind the wheel of a truck so you can kind of really get an idea of what caster does and doesn't do on the front end of these trucks. Now that we mentioned what caster is, let's talk about how it affects how these trucks drive. So say your truck does not have enough caster, what you're gonna feel is a very light steering feel, and the truck's just not gonna wanna return to center as it should. Think of a shopping cart. So a shopping cart, when you're pushing on a flat road, front wheels are always kind of dancing around back and forth. And that's a very similar analogy to what not having enough positive caster does to the front of these trucks. You get a very light, very unconfident overall steering wheel feel to the point where the truck doesn't feel like it wants to return to center. Adding positive caster is going to make the steering feel more confident. It's going to make it feel more like it wants to return to center, and basically going to make your driving more predictable when going down a relatively straight road. One thing to consider with positive caster is it is possible to overdo it. So say you way overshoot it and do all kinds of different modifications to add a ton of positive caster, what you're going to have is a very heavy steering wheel feel. And so that's why we really want to shoot for approximately 3 to 4 degrees of positive caster on these trucks. With 3 to 4 degrees, we found that really is going to be the sweet spot in terms of how a solid axle truck should feel. And that is, still a bit of return to center, wheels still light enough where, it's pleasant to drive down the road. And overall, it feels like you're just in control of the truck when going down a straight road. Now, hopefully that helps to illustrate what caster does and doesn't do in terms of steering feel on the front end of these trucks. Again, we're shooting for roughly 3 to 4 degrees of positive caster. So if we're somewhere within that realm, I'd say we are where we want to be. Also keep in mind that caster is not an exact number, right? So if the front of the truck feels as it should, I'd say you should be happy with it, because what I feel is the correct caster spec may not be the same thing that you feel is the correct caster spec. So a lot of this really is down to the seat of the pants feel of these trucks. Now, again, the sake of this video is going to be talking about Ram and Ford HD trucks with a solid axle front end. And if you're looking at some of the higher end options on the market, such as Carli suspension or similar, caster should be fully accounted for. So assuming that the components are installed correctly on your truck, everything should be operating as it should, and you should be good to go there. Where some confusion could come into play is either running, a cheaper basic leveling kit, mix and matching parts from different manufacturers, or say you bought a used truck with a lift already on it and you're trying to get the front end to feel right. There are a few different basic things we look for when adjusting caster on the front of these trucks. On the Ram HD platform, you actually have a built-in caster adjustment on 94 to current trucks. And basically where your front radius arms bolt to your front axle, or your truck's control arms on earlier trucks, there's a factory adjustment to go ahead and increase positive caster. So say your Ram HD truck is just leveled. In most cases, you actually have enough caster adjustment to get the desired caster spec and get your truck driving as it should. Ford's, what they use is a caster shim design. On Fords, they have basically a shim that goes on top of your truck's upper ball joint. The trucks actually from the factory have a specific caster shim setting that's designed around your truck's stock suspension. Once the truck gets leveled or lifted though, those specs go out the window and caster has to be addressed. So some of the higher end setups we offer actually include front caster shims. The most common thing we see on these Fords is adding a 2-degree caster shim on a leveled truck. And we found in most cases that's enough to kind of get the truck driving as it should. But certain, taller lifts or, trucks that really, have been modified beyond just a basic leveling kit, that's where we find additional modifications are required. So in cases like that, you'll notice we offer things like radius arm drops. So for the Ram and Ford HG platforms, we actually offer radius arm drops to help bring the caster settings on your truck back into spec. And from there, we actually offer additional adjustments as well. So say you already put caster shims on your truck, say your truck already has radius arm drops and you still don't have enough positive caster, we also offer radius arms, both for the Ford and Ram trucks that can help, basically adjust caster as well. But on the Fords, especially the 05 to current Fords, with their radius arm design, Carli offers a really cool radius arm setup that actually addresses caster as well. So with Carli's radius arms on the newer Fords, you can actually dial in and add even more positive caster beyond what shims, would offer, or radius arm drops on the front end of these trucks. So the aftermarket really has stepped in to offer a lot of really cool options to help achieve, more caster on these trucks. And we understand that every case is different and there are going to be so many different options available to you, and it may be really confusing when you're shopping looking for the different components. Again, to help demystify this, if you're running quality stuff like a Carli setup, for instance, everything should be accounted for. So by all means, don't take this as, a way to further complicate your research and how your truck should drive. And also keep in mind that caster is going to be a range, right? So say, someone tells you I have to have like 4.65 degrees of caster. That may not be the case. If you put your truck together, you upgrade, you address caster on it and you're happy with how the truck drives, don't find yourself chasing your tail, because it's, you're just gonna, cause a lot of unnecessary stress and expense for no reason. But if your truck's front end's still feeling a little bit lighter than it should, feels like a little all over the place, that's where we say, hey, we offer some really cool aftermarket options to help address that on these trucks. And again, we understand every setup's different. So if you guys have questions how to dial in your setup specifically, by all means, do not hesitate to reach out either via phone, email, comment on this video. We're happy to help out with you guys however we can. Again, do not hesitate to reach out. Thank you guys so much for watching.